So there are 3C's to remember, and keep in mind also that these 3C's is a guideline from our government and also the best advice from WHO, World Health Organization. So the first C is crowded space. It is best advice for us to avoid crowded space to contain or to control the spread of COVID-19 in our community, whether it is inside of our campus or even outside of our campus. Why we need to avoid crowded space is because it is actually common sense, where even we are not talking about COVID-19, even if it is just a normal flu or a normal illness that you caught, it is best for you to avoid crowded space because you don't want to get your flu to be spread to others, to the community in the crowded space that you went.
The second C that we need to avoid during the pandemic is close conversation. Close conversation is having a conversation while being in close proximity to others. Unless necessary, we should only use online platforms to contact each other. But if we need to do so, make sure that we adhere to the security and safety measures provided by the MKN and also the KKM. Such as wearing a face mask, keeping our hands sanitized, make sure to maintain at least 1 meter distance from each other, and also to make sure that there is no physical contact with you and each other. Remember guys, we have yet to win this battle. Stay home, stay safe, stay sanitized, and also hashtag kita jaga kita.
And lastly, you should always avoid confined spaces. What confined spaces here mean is that it's a very small area where people, if can get too close, might be able to spread the virus too easily. Therefore, confined spaces should always be a no-no whenever you go out in public. Besides the 3C's that we have mentioned in this video, you should always confine to guidelines provided by the government as well as your local university administration. For example, we should always check out the updates given by IIUM administration so that you can always follow the guidelines and SOPs while you are on campus. Besides campus, you should always follow the government SOPs and guidelines so that while in public you can act appropriately and in orderly.
The last 3C that we need to avoid during this COVID-19 pandemic is to
Alright, last but not least is confined spaces. You should always avoid going to confined spaces whenever in public so that there are no close contacts